Pursued by Atsu, keeps possession, finds Robinson. Brid cut to Watson on halfway, and Forrest back into defence with Hayfala. Applauded by Aitor Karanka, who's on his feet. Rafa Benitez is now as well. And Forrest give it back to Steele. All in blue, Darlow at the other end in green. Newcastle 1-0 down. Steele, long over halfway, flicked on by Forrest. Sterry, backing into Carvalho, who manages to get it to GEORDIEBOIZ on this right-hand side, and now they find Byram again, taking on Kennedy, who holds him up, makes him play it back to Carvalho. And into their own half to Hayfala, the right-sided centre-half, across to Fox, the left of the central defensive pair. Diagonal ball looking for either Byram or Diaz. It'll come to Byram. Kennedy and Clark collide. Forrest in again on the right-hand side. And another dangerous ball flicked away by United. Headed on by Key. Hoslu on his chest. Nice take. And a good ball into Muto. And Atsu has it. Hoslu did well there. And Christian Atsu keeps possession, slows things down, and finds Kennedy on halfway.
Yeah, another good break down the right by Byron. Kieran Clark doesn't look too comfortable at that full-back, does he?
Newcastle trying to get in down the right-hand side here. It's Yoshi Muto by the corner flag. They're 1-0 down. Muto has support from Sterry and also Key here into Atsu, corner of the box. Atsu does a full turn and finds Key again. Now he's going to deliver across. It's blocked and out for a United throw 30 yards from goal. We saw Clark play at left back United Bristol City in the Championship, and Jonathan Codger, now with Aston Villa, gave him a really tough afternoon.
Yeah, he did.
Throw put in by Sterry. It's a long one, lobbed into the box, headed away by Forrest, then cleared down the line by Robinson. Longstaff tried to win it on the far side, but can only put it out for a throw. Newcastle losing 1-0 here on BBC Newcastle Radio for the North East, round 2 of the League Cup. Taken by Robinson over the head of Hoslu, and from the left wing into the D on the edge of the area to the feet of the German Michael Hayfala, and he's gone down the right-hand side. It's a pinpoint pass collected by Byram, who's shown a real appetite for getting forwards into Diaz, flicked across by Carvalho to Watson, and now Robinson up to the final third for Forrest in possession. Newcastle trying to force them back. Now they play in Robinson again down the left. Murphy making a run to the near post. Cross is blocked and out of play.
Yeah, they're using the whole pitch, Forrest. They're stretching it, making it wide. Got a Byron down this right side. He's got a willingness to get forward, the right back.
And it is, as we said before the game, as we expected, 4 at the back. And not 3 centre-halves again. Throw in towards the near post area, headed away by Newcastle, and now Ki Sung-young can bring it away up to halfway where he finds Kennedy. Back into Key in midfield, takes a touch, and then switches the play with his right. It's a diagonal ball out like John Joe Shelby, comfortably headed down by Atsu to Sterry. Good ball, Hoslu with a flick, and coming in round the back was Muto, who got a touch, but he's offside.
Well, to be fair, Hoslu should have done better. It's a great ball played in, flat ball, a lot of pace on it. He's just flicked at it, flicked the head at it. Got to be getting more on it than that. Big chance.
Sterry with the delivery, Ando.
Yeah.
It's a side to his game that I'm sure he'll be looking to demonstrate this evening. And also 2 goals this season have been headers from crosses from the right wing. But even though he didn't get the intended connection, Muto's appearance was offside, so it wouldn't have counted had it gone in. Newcastle have the ball, winning it back from the Forest free kick. Fernandez, square to share. Fernandez, the left of the 2 centre-halves, share the right, obviously, and here's Key now in midfield. Longstaff free in a gap, controls with the inside of his right foot, and then plays it out to Sterry, pushed on again beyond halfway. 1-0 to Forest. Sterry gives it to Atsu. Tried to return it, hits a Forrest player, comes back to the Newcastle winger, and now Clark on the left. Kennedy free down the line. Kennedy with his bright yellow boots gets it, runs in off the sideline, beats a couple of players, nice feet, good skill by Kennedy, still going. Clark wide left, crosses it into the box. It's too high and too strong, and it's a throw in on the far side.
Yeah.
That's it from Kennedy.
Yeah, quick feet, got good feet. Amuses defenders. Just rolled it into the path of Clark coming onto it. He just got too much on it, didn't he? Too high, too strong. Got out of play on that far side for a throw into Forrest.
BBC Newcastle radio for the North East. And Muto beaten to the ball. So too Longstaff in midfield, and now João Carvalho to the left wing. To Lolly. Byron gets it here on halfway on the right. Forrest have played it back into defence now to Hayfler. And Liam Bridcut gets on it. Forward Sunderland, Brighton and Chelsea man. Hayfler over to the left to Fox. And Jack Robinson, the left full-back on halfway. Ben Watson from halfway. And to the keeper who leaves his area and plays it forward into the feet of Hayfler. Key doing the pressing for Newcastle from central midfield. And Bridcut under a bit of pressure, has to go back to the keeper. Hosselu starts to follow it in, and Luke Steele sends it away long. Longstaff gets on it for United on halfway, holds off a couple of Forest players and keeps possession. Key on it now on halfway, exchanges passes with Kieran Clark. Muto's making a run, Clark looks for him just on the near side of the defender Hayfler, who cuts it out, and Byron forward up to Murphy. Cher has stepped out of defence to follow Murphy into midfield. He's laid the ball off, and Byron down the right to Carvalho. Murphy turns away from Key, who tripped him, and Forrest had taken the free kick quickly and had been told to bring it back.
I don't think he took the free kick. I thought he seen that spot and was hoping the referee was going to let him get on with it. The referee blew his whistle too quick, thankfully, because they had an overlap on that far side.
Forrest with the ball in Newcastle's half. Murphy plays it to Lolly. And now the cross might come in from Carvalho. They've worked a good move here, pulled back to Murphy in the area, but Newcastle through Atsu scramble it clear. United 1-0 down. Murphy with the goal. And now a nice play from Hosselu, not for the first time tonight, into Key in midfield, being pulled up by Hayfler. He's worked the ball out wide right along the floor to Jamie Sterry, over halfway. Got 4 in black and white ahead of him, goes into the feet of Key in midfield. And now back to Cher, Newcastle with it, they've slowed it down. Cher switches it, diagonal ball to Kennedy, good pass, great first touch to kill it. Kennedy to Hosselu, little flick to Muto, couldn't control it, laid back to Key, right-footed shot along the ground and wide.
Better. Yeah.
Good flick by Hosselu there, wasn't it? Deft little touch. Not sure Muto read it though.
Yeah, just coming on to it, Key. Just pulled it a little bit, but it's better. That's John Anderson, the former Newcastle United defender, with us as always here on BBC Newcastle Radio for the North East. We bring you every Newcastle United and Sunderland match live. We're about 12 minutes in. It's 1-0 to Nottingham Forest. And Luke Steele with a flat goal kick, which is headed up into the air on halfway. Bridcut now to Carvalho. GEORDIEBOIZ, the man on loan from Monaco. Strong sliding challenge by Byron on Kennedy. Forrest win it, and then Carvalho over the top, straight through to Darlow. Yeah, Murphy's not going to get that. Not going to run away from you, Darryl Murphy. Need to get it into his feet.
Newcastle right back Jamie Sterry finds debutant Longstaff. Nice pass to pick out Fernandez in room on the edge of his area. Fernandez gives it to Clark, gets it again. Longstaff wants it in midfield, always on the half turn, ready to receive it. He gets it again, and a good ball played forwards into the path of Sterry, making a good run forwards yet again. Crosses cut out. Sterry finds Longstaff in midfield under a bit of pressure here. Back to Cher on halfway. It's Sterry now. Atsu down the line. Longstaff infield. Longstaff gets it. And Fernandez here just at the back of the centre circle. Newcastle looking for an equaliser here at the City Ground against Championship opposition, who are unbeaten this season. Cher, another high diagonal ball for Hosselu in the box. He rises, comes off his back and goes for a goal kick.
Well, he's got the beat and a half a lot, that's for sure. Every time he gets in there, he's done him in the air.
Early thoughts on the two young players, Sterry and Longstaff, Ando?
Sterry won decent ball into the box, which Hosselu struggled with. Longstaff, he's just kept it neat and tidy up to now. Just passed it nearest black and white short. Done alright.
Goal kick from Steele. Goes down the right this time. Longstaff meets it in the air. Kennedy with a header back into midfield to Longstaff. It comes off him to Daryl Murphy, who does well to hold it up and hold off a couple of players in black and white. And Robinson to Lolly on that far side. And now João Carvalho just overruns it. And Christian Atsu wins possession back for Newcastle. Darlow goes long. Muto beats Hayfler in the air, who
he doesn't look great, does he?
He was fouled back. He's a big lad. He was beaten there by Muto, and he fouled the Newcastle player. And it's a free kick. Key takes it.
No.
Clips it down the middle, looking for the run in from the right from Atsu, but it's straight to Luke Steele, the Forrest keeper.
Yeah, just too quick.
Steele kicks out of his hands, headed on by Murphy. Clark back to Darlow, takes a touch with his right inside the 6-yard box and then sends it long. Hostu's going to get up there again with Hayfler. He backs into the defender and the free kick goes Forrest's way.
It's not a free kick.
Oh, nice feet there. Lovely feet, fantastic play, and Forrest on the attack. Joe Lolly with the trickery and the skill in midfield to play it to Diaz on the right. Bridcut, Lolly again, they want him to shoot. He's played it through for Gil Diaz, and his cross comes shot, is blocked, comes back off him, and goes behind for a goal kick.
Yeah, got away with it again. We don't look great defensively, especially down our left side. Kieran Clark just doesn't look comfortable in that left back position.
7 changes tonight for Newcastle. Sterry, Cher, Fernandez, Clark, the back four. Dummett and Yedlin on the bench. Remember, no Lascelles, Manquillo, Shelby or Ritchie because they are injured. 1-0 to Forest here after a quarter of an hour on BBC Newcastle. Kennedy lifts the ball up into the air and was caught by Liam Bridcut. And it's a Newcastle free kick left side of centre midfield.
Yeah, I can have no complaints about that one. Just clipped them.
Rather enthusiastic chant of Darlow, what's the score again? Getting a bit of stick here, he did in the Championship as well, the Newcastle keeper. They've taken the free kick, they've gone back into defence in their own half. United. Clark's pushed on down the left. And it's Cher on the right-hand side with the ball at his feet to Sterry. Looks for a 1-2 with Atsu, but the ball towards the winger was off target, and Forrest have it back. And on the left-hand side through Daryl Murphy. Robinson into Fox at centre-half. Newcastle players have got back into position, and Nottingham Forest with it through Hayfler. And Fox again. Up to halfway. Murphy's dropped deep and going beyond is João Carvalho. It's Lolly here. Always got a really good feed. He's gone on another great run through 3 or 4 players still going edge of the area, and eventually goes down. A fair challenge in the eyes of the referee, Jeremy Simpson. Well, what a fantastic feat yet again, although you may say, why was there not a tackle? But that's twice he has sliced through the Newcastle team with trickery and made Good progress from midfield up to the edge of the area.
Too easy though. Somebody's got to tackle him, somebody's got to confront him before he gets there.
Longstaff for Newcastle. And back to Fernandez, the furthest man back, 10 yards up from the edge of the area. Cher to Sterry. Got Key square, he gets it on halfway, back to Cher. Keeper is on, so too is Fernandez. It goes to the Argentine centre half. 17 minutes gone, Newcastle 1-0 down. Forwards by Fernandez to Key. In a bit of room in midfield, Kennedy wants it on the left. It goes to Sterry on the right. Muto down the line. Hosselu in the area. Muto brings it in, looks for Atsu and finds him right side of the box. Atsu turns, Longstaff free on the edge. Atsu looking for Kennedy at the back post. Byram heads it behind for a corner.
Yeah, decent defending, good awareness. Knew Kennedy was right behind him, so took no chances. Byram put it behind goal, corner kick.
To be taken by Ki Sung-young, a League Cup winner 5 years ago. And it will be a right-footed in-swinger from the left. Newcastle, a goal down here on BBC Newcastle radio for the North East. And they have Muto near the keeper. Players at the back of the box. It goes towards Longstaff. It's headed away. Sorry, it's Clark in there rather than Longstaff. And it'll be a Newcastle throw on the right wing, taken quickly. And they've lost it. And here go Forrest with a chance of a counter-attack. He's offside here, the man who receives it, GEORDIEBOIZ, from a ball played from central midfield to the right wing.
No need to be either.
Looking along the line with the assistant behind him. And the flag is up. It's a free kick taken by Fernandez to Key. Teammates at Swansea before joining Newcastle this summer. The pair of them. Longstaff in midfield to Muto. Nice take and rolled wide left to Kennedy. Hosselu in the box. Kennedy holds it up. Thinks about taking on his man. Back to Kieran Clark. And now Key. Cher in the Forest half. Plays it through a little gap for Atsu. Through the legs of his man. Gets it the other side. Atsu breaks into the area. A chance for the cross here from Hosselu. And he's won a corner on the right.
Yeah, better by Atsu. Got a little bit lucky. Just ricocheted back to. Wasn't the best of balls to Hosselu. No real room to play in. He's done well to win the corner kick. It's better though. It's been a bit of a reaction.
About midway through the first half. And Christian Atsu is going to take this one. So another in-swinger, but left-footed from the right this time. And there's 5 in there in black and white. Misses the first man and is headed away by Forrest and then cleared. Longstaff, the furthest player back from halfway. Safety first, gives it to the keeper. Forrest players push up, Newcastle players get back. Key to Longstaff and Sterry on halfway. Down the line to Atsu. Slips and loses possession. The home team have the ball on the far side in front of the Brian Clough stand here at the City Ground. Watson. João Carvalho to Michael Haefler at the back, and Watson deep in midfield again to Haefler. Muto chases the ball, which is played out to the left to Fox, who loses it to the Newcastle man. Good play, good desire, and a bit unlucky there. Sees the ball come off him last and go out of play for a Forrest throw after he did well to win it.
Yeah, he's willing. He runs around.
Nottingham Forest 1, Newcastle United 0 on BBC Newcastle radio for the North East. A very early goal from Daryl Murphy in the second minute, a header from a Sam Byram cross. And now a flick from Diaz into the path of João Carvalho. Back to Cardalo, controls, half volleys it away. Haefler on his chest and on his head in the centre circle, straight to Ki Sung-young. Longstaff, Atsu, away from 2 players in Forest red, and Sterry on the right wing. Back to Longstaff on halfway. Atsu has it again. He wants to give it back to Longstaff. No route forwards there. Cher now. And he looks for Kennedy. And he finds him again. Passing's good. Fabian Scher. Long passing from what we've seen. Kennedy, nice take into midfield. Longstaff to Atsu. They're almost in on the right. Good sliding challenge by Jack Robinson to clear the ball away. And now it's with Darlow, who passes it forwards to Fernandez. How would you assess what you've seen so far, John Anderson?
Poor start, very poor start. Didn't look great down our left side. It's been a decent reaction though. Had a little bit more of the ball in recent minutes. Passing it better.
Atsu, Sterry, level with the edge of the box. Rolls a short ball towards Hoslu, who's got a kick there. Looks like he's hurt his ankle. And he's down. Forrest clear it, no danger. Shad picks it up around the square to Fernandez. Hoslu's on his feet, limping. Clark into Muto. Who's been lively so far. Run around. And now Fernandez to Longstaff. Under pressure on the centre spot. Scher. And Fernandez still has it. With Newcastle passing the ball around in defence. Scher to Sterry. Bit of space here on the right. Atsu gets on his bike. Really good ball by Sterry to release Atsu. Can he pick someone out? It's blocked by a Forest player. Few half-hearted appeals for handball. Cleared by the home team. Newcastle have it again on halfway. 1-0 down. Good ball to release Atsu.
Yeah, it was a great little ball, Sterry. Round the corner. Should have done better with the cross, actually.
Here's Longstaff. Hoslu can't find Muto. And Forrest have it in midfield. GEORDIEBOIZ. Maxis Steele, the keeper. Cleared away up towards Murphy. Fernandez has won it. Muto to Key. Beats a couple of players. Finds Kennedy left wing, middle of the Forest half. Longstaff, man at his back. Murphy robs him of possession.
Yeah, that's where he's got to be aware. He's got to be quicker. Won't get that type of time.
João Carvalho, the Nottingham Forest attacking midfielder. Watson sprays the ball out to this right-hand side on the right foot of Sam Barron, who set up the goal. And GEORDIEBOIZ now back to Liam Bridcup. Exchanges passes with Hayfler. Plenty of time. Muto and Hoslu. And now Longstaff try to press. And taken on the turn by Carvalho, slipping it through for Murphy. Gets the better of Scher, who recovers. And it's the Nottingham Forest corner.
Just out muscle and Murphy just got lucky. The big centre back just ricocheted off and went behind for a corner kick. Needs to be stronger. Needs to stick his shoulder into Murphy.
And João Carvalho will take it. Right-footed from the left. Swinging towards goal. They've got a player backing in onto Longstaff, who is in front of the keeper. Darlow pushing. It's GEORDIEBOIZ pushing him away. Referee is watching that situation. Here comes the ball. Keeper came for it. It's headed away.
Hello. Not too bad, thanks. Yourself?
Outside the area.
Feel the steel?
Federico Fernandez forwards to Muto. Tries to bring it down. Did his best. Played the ball towards Byram, whose touch was heavy, and it's out for a Newcastle throw on the left. 1-0 to Nottingham Forest. Key receives it from the throw.
What now?
And Scher now to Fernandez.
Yes.
Key on half. That's the left of centre. Not much movement ahead of him. Swung on the ball, turns. Clark's going to have to go back here. Outside of the left foot from halfway to Darlow, just outside the area. Rafa Benitez, hands on hips. Watching. Probably, maybe not too impressed, but maybe not too surprised. Sterry in the Forest half, right-hand side. Atsu.
Not too bad, thanks. I'm glad you had it.
Switch the play towards Kennedy. It's bouncing. He can't keep it in. To misjudge the flight of the ball.
Idea was right.
Goal kick.
Yeah, idea was right. Always going away from Kennedy. He's getting a little bit of space on this side because Byram's tucking in and playing very narrow.
Everton 1, Rotherham 0 in another of tonight's League Cup ties. Forrest switched the play, but Kieran Clark read that, backpedaling, heads it down to Kennedy.
How's Rondon doing? Good for you? We've only played him a couple of times, like. He's had a couple of shots. He hasn't scored yet, but hopefully he does start doing good, like.
It may have been a cross. It was a cross.
Have we bought him? Have we got him on loan?
But Kennedy, sloppy, edge of his own penalty area, gets dispossessed. Can't afford to lose it there, son.
So socks roll down Kennedy. Shin pads can't be very big. He's had one really promising, quite exciting run, but got done for the goal. We haven't seen too much else of him. Here he is on the ball. Just a few yards short of halfway. BBC Newcastle.
Loan swap, alright.
Would you like to have a message on the game read out?
Do you think this will buy Gill, will buy Rondon, or do you think it'll just be straight players going back to each other? Well,
Newcastle looking to get back into this. Trailing to Daryl Murphy's second minute header. Sean Longstaff. Good ball out to the right-hand side to Sterry. Little flick back into Atsu. Sterry gets it again. Level with the edge of the box. Wins a throw. Spent time on loan to Crewe in League Two in the second half of last season. Sterry had 2 or 3 quite serious groin injuries that have kept him out for some time. They have interrupted his progress over the last couple of years. Key on the ball, up to Hoslu on the edge of the area. Kennedy dispossessed, trying to win it back. Cleared by Forrest. Fernandez picks it up. No one within 15 yards of him. And Key gets it from Fernandez, gives it straight back to him. Cher has it. And it's on the far right-hand side now for Newcastle with Jamie Sterry.
It's like a practice match, isn't it? There's no real pace to it. You know, we're passing the ball, but we're not passing it with any intent. It's too slow.
Ki Sung-yeon
Need to move it quicker.
Atsu a flick round the corner towards Sterry, who's managed to win it.
Samsung Cube 55 inch. No, I'm alright. I'll be happy with my TV.
Scoop pass to Clark on the left, takes a touch, fires the ball into the area. Difficult one for him to control. Forrest had it forwards and then clear it away, but it's picked up by Cher, brings it down, beats his man, tries to beat another, and then thread one through for Atsu, but it's at the feet of Luke Steele. And Forrest, a goal up here after half an hour.
Need to do things quicker. Needs to be more pace in it. It's all too pedestrian.
Nah.
Hayfler to the right of the penalty box gets the ball from the.
That's it. I mean, you never with football. You never know. They can either. Like you could say, yeah, we can buy him. You could say that now, but then at the end of the loan spell, might not get him, you know.
To hold off Cher and win a throw in. So Watson in midfield. And now Bridcut. Plays one through a gap for the runner. Byron Clark is there. That's a strong piece of defending from Kieran Clark. Flew into a sliding challenge and put the ball out of play. Took a bit of Byron as well.
Byron's seen it coming, to be fair.
He does keep the ball well. I mean, like I said, I've only played him a couple of times. Well, this is like the third match now, the fourth match.
Our Newcastle United match summariser.
But we've never started him from the beginning.
In the League Cup, it is a Forrest corner to be taken by Carvalho on the right. In fact, he's left it for Joe Lolly. And Lolly's going to send it in with his left. Again, they have a player on the keeper. Everybody else at the back of the box. 4 Forest players there. They all make runs now, and it's headed off Clark by Watson, who hits the deck. He's all right though. Gets up, and Newcastle with the ball on the right. Muto holding on to it, waiting for Fernandez to get across to help him out. He sends it long towards Atsu, prodded down into the path of Hosselu, who slips one through here for the run of Longstaff on the right. Chance for the counter-attack for Newcastle. It is a corner kick. Longstaff's cross was charged down by...
See, everyone, like, I'm not going to say everyone, but the majority of people will say it like, oh, Newcastle,
Yeah, his touch was poor, wasn't it? Touch was
pardon me, as a team,
full credit.
or as a town. It's like, nah, fuck Newcastle. The team and the people are the Geordies. But you come to Newcastle. You come to Newcastle, you have yourself a good time, you know. Didn't knock it until you've tried it. If that's what the saying is. What's the score? It's 1-0 to them at the minute.
Deliver it. Forrest have got everybody back inside the box except for Lolly. He's just on the edge of the area. Atsu, curling corner, headed across goal and wide. A man coming in around the back. It's Fernandez. And it is a goal kick. Shah had the header at the near post. He rose highest, flicked it across goal, and Fernandez just couldn't get enough of a meaningful touch on it to divert it towards goal. I'm not even sure he got anything on it, and it went behind.
No, it just needed a touch, didn't it? Needed the slightest touch. Put it into an empty net. Fox is down again. He's obviously taking a knock.
While we have that break in play, here on BBC Newcastle, Kieran Clark has been called over by Rafa Benitez, and some instructions are being given to the Newcastle captain tonight. And now Kennedy is receiving some instructions from the coaching staff as well. Muto is being shown Mikel Antia's clipboard. The Newcastle coach, I'd love to know what's on that clipboard. I think it's set piece information and defensive positions, because he always has it with him when they are defending free kicks and corners. In fact, all the Newcastle players have now come over to the sideline for a drink. Rafa now speaking with Kennedy. Fox is being applauded. Will he be continuing? Doesn't look like he can. He hurt himself doing
his left knee by the looks of it, isn't it?
Yeah, doing some defending. And in fact, it's not Fox, is it? It's Robinson. Fox was down earlier. Robinson this time.
Yeah, he doesn't look comfortable, does he, the young boy?
Well, in fact, it's neither of them. It's Byram this time that was down. Completely different player. Yeah. The reason we were confused was because he was on the far side and he's the right back. I think he's going to come back on. So Forrest temporarily down to 10, but leading 1-0. Just keep an eye on him. He's in his correct position now.
No, he's struggling.
And Key plays the ball forwards through the middle. It's cut out by Gridcut. Forrest in possession. Back to the keeper. Steele. It's height and distance on that one. But straight onto the head of Kieran Clark. Hayfler nodding it down to GEORDIEBOIZ. Blocked by Clark. Out for a throw in the home team's half of the field. They are making a change. They're putting the information into the numbers board, the fourth official.
I think you've got on. Yeah, well, as you know, I'm obviously got a girlfriend now, haven't I? It's not just my girlfriend, she's my fiance, so we're getting married soon. What about yourself? Has things been gone married for you? So this time next year I'll be a married man.
Murphy, whose goal as early as the second minute means that it's 1-0 to the championship team. Heads the ball on from a throw. Forwards by Newcastle, who cleared it. Atsu can't control it. Lolly wide left on halfway into Carvalho. Back to Robinson, the left full-back. Exchanges passes with Watson. And now Fox, left-sided central defender, to the keeper.
Thank you. Thank you to both of you. I'm glad to hear that.
Goes goes long, right-footed Fernandez. Murphy backs in, flicks it on, straight to Cher. No one made the run beyond Daryl Murphy. There was no one else up there. And Sterry, long diagonal pass looking for Kennedy. He was on his heels slightly. And Darikwa flicks it back to the keeper, who has to leave his post to keep it in, stop it going for a corner, but he does so.
Yeah, good awareness. Right back, knew exactly where Kennedy was. Decent header.
BBC Newcastle radio for the North East. Remember, Total Sport is here every weekday evening. You can have your say on Newcastle and Sunderland on the phone by ringing in from 5:30. John Anderson, Marco Gabbiadini, Simon Pride, and Steve Howie with us on the show tomorrow to talk about Newcastle United. Forrest get a free kick on halfway, right of centre. Daryl Murphy. An experienced performance, intelligent performance tonight. Forwards by Dorico, the sub, cut out by Clark, given away by Clark. Watson slides in, goes up into the air, and now Diaz down into midfield. Clark wins it, sends it forwards. Muto gets in here on the left, tackled on the edge of the area. Some appeals from the fans behind the goal. Muto is still down. Looked like a fair challenge.
Yeah.
We don't have the benefit of a television replay here at the City Ground. Play continues with Nottingham Forest in possession through Liam Bridcut in the centre circle. Muto's fine.
Yeah.
Players didn't really appeal either. Watson to Hayfler.
We're not squeezing the ball. We're not putting them under enough pressure. We need to get in their faces. It's too easy.
Back to the keeper from Forrest. And it's Fox. He goes long. Sterry rises above Robinson. Who joined from
More on the Geordies.
in the summer to give the home team a throw in wide left. They go back into their own half. Darikwa now on the right hand side to Hayfler. Seen a lot of it, the former Huddersfield man. Yeah. It's a high ball chip towards Murphy. Tries to get round Fernandez. Shares covering and puts it out of play. Forrest throw on the right, 20 yards from goal. Darikwa will take this one. They've got Murphy in the area, just goes short to Carvalho, looks comfortable on the ball, gets it back, controls on his thigh. They sit towards Bridcut in midfield. Hoslu gets in there in front of Bridcut, who pulls him to the floor, and Newcastle have a free kick in the middle third of the pitch. But they're 1-0 down here, nearing the end of the first half. Cher to Sterry. He's put a couple of good balls in, one down the line for Atsu, one cross into the box that Hoslu didn't connect with. And now Newcastle have played it across to the left. Clark can't keep it in. And it's a Forrest throw. Dummett, Murphy and Yedlin all warming up. The rest of the bench, by the way, is Rondon, Perez and Diame Elliott, the keeper for Newcastle, who have made 7 changes tonight. Fox nearly loses it, slipped, just managed to release the ball before Muto got there. Forrest have a throw one by Lolly on the far left-hand side as we look from our position in the main stand here behind the 2 benches and the 2 managers at the edges of the technical areas, Karanka and Benitez. That's a free kick for Forrest. Sterry with the trick. Wide left from the home team's perspective, 25 yards out. Good position to cross the ball into the box.
Yeah, it's a good angle to whip one in. He's just dangled an egg, hasn't he, Jamie Sterry? Boy's gone over it.
It's going to be a right-footed in swinger. João Carvalho is over it. Newcastle have got Everybody back in a line on the edge of the area bar Kennedy. It's curled in, heads go up, and it's Fabian Scher who is first to meet the ball. Muto trying to control it outside the area, loses it to Lolly away from Longstaff on the Forrest right, head down running into the box, tripped by Clark according to the assistant referee on this near side. Jeremy Simpson blows his whistle for a free kick, just dropped his shoulder, flicked the ball away with the outside of his left boot, past Clark, and it's a free kick.
Yeah, it was quickly. He just dropped it, went free kick.
Numbers board is about to be displayed by Michael Salisbury, the fourth official, not before this free kick comes in. Same sort of position, but on the right-hand side. As the last one a moment ago. Kennedy stands between the ball and the box. Lolly left-footed, low, and it's Sterry who meets it with his thigh, left-footed, lifts it away down the line, out of play for a throw.
Yeah, poor delivery, Lolly. Very flat, never beat the front man.
Was that his first name or his last name? Lolly?
2 minutes of added on time at the end of the first half. Tweet at BBC Newcastle if you'd like to have a message on the game read out. If you don't use Twitter, you can text 81333 BBC at the start of your message, please. And remember, standard network rates apply when you're texting. Back to the keeper from Forrest. Steele with a long ball downfield. Added on by Murphy to Fernandez. No one there from the home team. Newcastle have it with a bit of time at the back. Into Key, under pressure from Murphy quickly. And now it's Federico Fernandez. To Kennedy. Controls the ball. Made to go back into his own half under pressure. Kieran Clark wins a throw. Near halfway. Longstaff wants it. Clark throws it back down the line to Kennedy. Rafa Benitez is...
He won't be happy. No, he won't be happy. It's too slow, it's too pedestrian.
He's expressing that frustration to his coaching staff as he takes his seat on the bench again. Atsu laid off first time to Key. Can they create something here? Muto, 5 yards outside the area. Back to Longstaff, to Kennedy. Longstaff again, bit of room. Quickly closed down. Finds Fernandez. Key to Scher. One-touch stuff from Newcastle. Scher trying to drop one onto the left foot of Kieran Clark. Dariqua heads it out for a throw. In first half added on time, Newcastle losing 1-0. Slow to return the ball. Forrest, Clark has it in his hands eventually. May not have too long left to play here. Kennedy back to Fernandez on halfway. Forrest push up. He switched it. It's over the head of Sterry and out for a throw. And that is the end of the first half, and Newcastle United are trailing to Championship Nottingham Forest. Daryl Murphy, formerly of the Magpies, with the goal. A header across Carl Darlow and into the far corner in the second minute from Sam Byron's right wing cross. He got in down the right, the fullback, after nutmegging Kennedy and chasing the ball in. Newcastle stopped, Byron delivered, Murphy scored, and John Anderson, they are behind, and it's not been great.
No, it hasn't been great. There's been no real pace to the game, no tempo to it. We're standing off for us. We need to get in the face. We need up the pace of the game. It's all been too easy for the Championship side. We've just been going through the motions. Opportunity for certain players to go and impress the manager. And they haven't done that in the opening 45 minutes.
And going behind early on to a goal that could have been prevented because they got in and they stopped.
Yeah. I mean, it was far too easy for Byron, who, when he was on the pitch, was getting down the Forest right, our left. It was a nothing tackle from Kennedy. Then didn't react, and it's a great ball whipped in, and Darryl Murphy had an easy task of putting it into an empty net. But it was 2 minutes in, you still got plenty of time. We haven't worked the goalkeeper. That goalkeeper hasn't a save for me. He hasn't, so it's all right passing it and patting it, but you've got to pass it with an intent. You've got to get it forward. You've got to do it with purpose. You've got to do it with pace. And we haven't done that in that opening 45 minutes.
There was the header from a corner from Scher that Fernandez either just didn't connect with properly or didn't touch at all that went wide. Hosselu from Sterry's really good cross. Misconnected with the didn't really get the connection that he wanted. Muto was offside coming in. As you say, nothing else. I don't want to single players out, it's only half time, but for you coming back into the team, do you think Kennedy has looked on it so far tonight?
No, not at all. But he's not on his own.
Yeah.
You know, let's not single Kennedy out. You know, he had a bad day at Cardiff and everybody kept going on about it, but he hasn't been great tonight, but he hasn't been on his own. There's been quite a few of them. Kieran Clark doesn't look comfortable at left back. It wouldn't surprise me if he made changes, because I don't think he'd be happy with that 45 minutes with the application of it, the way they've gone about it. You know, all you want is for players to run around and do it with a bit of purpose, and we haven't done that, as I say, in that opening 45 minutes.
Second half coming up soon here on BBC Newcastle Radio for the North East. At the break, it is the home team who lead. It's Nottingham Forest 1, Newcastle United 0.
15 years in the planning, 3 years in the making. Sunderland's new bridge, Northern Spire, opens to traffic.
Alfie and Anna at breakfast.
I went down to have a look at the new bridge. I said I couldn't resist it. Describe this bridge to me. Look up there and tell me what you can see.
Well, we can see a little camera, and this is the first bridge that's been opened that's very new in the past few years.
All right, okay. Well, you've done your research. You want my job? Yes, you can't have it. You're being cheeky.
See you tomorrow when you wake up.
BBC Newcastle, radio for the North East.
Good evening, welcome back to the BBC Newcastle studios. Colin White here with you for the next 10 minutes or so. We will return, of course, to the City Ground for second half commentary of Nottingham Forest against Newcastle United with Razor and Ando. Forest, of course, leading by a goal to nil at half-time. Former Newcastle striker Daryl Murphy with the opening and only goal after 2 minutes. There are 3 other games taking place in the League Cup tonight. Everton are 1-0 up on Rotherham. Gylfi Sigurdsson just before the half-hour mark. That one's a half-time. So is Millwall against Plymouth. Plymouth are 1-0 up in that one at half-time as well. Jamie Ness just 4 minutes before the break. The other one, which is not half-time yet, it was an 8 o'clock kickoff, so they play just over.
Oh, Marcus, how's it going, man?
It is Reading 0.
We're getting beat 1-0.
For a little while longer, because former Magpie striker Michael Owen has been speaking to this week's Match of the Day magazine podcast about his career, including his time up here in the North East. He started.
No, what's Mike fucking Owen one? Since they've been counting.
Of all time in the Tyne-Weir derby back in 2008.
Which one? I scored 2 that game. Yeah, I scored a header and then I scored a penalty. That was brilliant. Obviously, I'd only just signed for Newcastle.
Cup game out, it's a cup game out. The well, they call it the Carabao. You've probably seen those drinks in the shop. The Carabao. It's like a fucking, it's like a Monster Energy drink, basically, mate. But
it was a brilliant game to play.
I didn't even know it was a. I thought it was like a mystical creature. Now, what you see on Red Dead Redemption, you go into the farms and they've got like the looks like a bull's head on top of like you know what you know what I mean, on like the bull's head with the horns, and it's like that's a Carabao or Carabao, however you pronounce it. And they basically called that the cup, but it's basically the league, English League Cup.
It was, in my mind, an enjoyable time there, but I think the 2 goals against Sunderland were the highlight.
Owen also spoke about his relationship with another Magpie striker, perhaps one who's slightly more popular in these parts, a certain Alan Shearer.
Well, yeah, me and Alan, of course, growing up, I would have watched Alan Shearer playing and been in awe of him, I suppose, scoring so many goals, winning so many golden boots.
But I've been playing on
trained with the England team.
Been playing on Mafia, Marcus. I'll have to send you another request.
Years, and then joined Newcastle and played alongside him again. In fact, when I signed for Newcastle, I stayed in his house for a few weeks while I was house hunting myself. So
I've got.
Yeah, me and Alan got on really well.
I don't know, I couldn't really say how far I've got.
It was great that we
think
a lot of the same things in terms of.
I've taken over the 3 boroughs, 3 areas.
Of course, we got on for a number of years. And
how did you do it, Marcus?
Just to do with Alan, really.
Did you give them all each a territory, or what did you do?
It was a big thing. He was a huge hero of mine, I suppose, growing up, and of course of Newcastle, and to play alongside him for England and Newcastle was pretty smart, and that was probably one of the deciding factors in joining Newcastle to play alongside him, and of course having a friend in the dressing room from my England days and things like that, and of course a great gesture of him and his wife Lainey to put me up for so long. But it was we had a good time up in Newcastle. I really enjoyed it.
Michael, when they're speaking to this week's Match of the Day magazine podcast. I enjoyed that musical interlude at the end. Watford scores at Reading. Isaac's success at 8 minutes before half-time, so Watford 1-0 up at Reading. That one also.
Right, cheers.
Cup. We'll turn to Sunderland.
Cheers, Marcus.
And the executive director.
What did I do? Well, I haven't finished it yet. I've been giving them all to Vito.
Is one of his main priorities. The Black Cats have played in front of home crowds of just over and just under 30,000 so far this season, but Methven says 32,000 is the target for Saturday's visit of Oxford United.
The rebuilding of the stadium-like crowd is really for my job in the mix.
I'm gonna send you a request. 2 seconds.
And all that sort of stuff together with Louise. Stop going for all sorts of different reasons, and there's a whole thing going. You know, if somebody might, if two of them stop going, they stop going. If members of their family stop going, they stop going. So building that back up again isn't a matter of clicking the fingers. It's a medium-term process. So we're trying to sort of set goals along the way, try to step up the marketing effort. Obviously, as
so
you're well aware, sort of really
you've finished the game, have you? I haven't quite finished it yet.
And what's going on with their
I
communication.
don't even think I'm halfway through it yet.
People enjoy coming back to the stadium of life, watching a team that leave everything out there on the pitch and really sweat for the red and white shirt.
Because basically, Marcus, I was looking at the trophies, and from what I'm getting on I could be completely wrong, right? But it says keep one crime boss alive until a certain mission, right? So that'll pretty much, I'm guessing that certain mission is the last level, because it's like now when you get set up and all that, and they shoot you all and they burn the place down, that mission's called As We Were Then, I believe. Then I'm guessing the last mission is As We Are Now. I could be wrong. That could be halfway through. It could be the end or whatever. I don't know. But basically, it says keep one crime boss alive, and I presume that Vito, the Irish guy, and that chick, the Haitian chick, I'm guessing that them 3 are the crime bosses. So I'm thinking maybe not, because I'll give them all to Vito. Them 2 are going to come for me or something. I don't know. I could be wrong. But did you think it's a good game when you completed it and that?
Was it really a pitch for only 129 runs though, from a home team perspective? Bearing in mind it's your home team and you'd expect to be put in.
Well, I mean, it's hard to say. It's tough, you know. You need a bit of luck in those kind of pitches that you want to play and miss a bit, or Nick sort of go in the gaps and things like that. Didn't quite get that. They bowled well, they hit good areas, so they still got to put the ball in the right area. So we can't say it was necessarily bad batting. It was, there's a lot of good balls out there. It was always going to be tricky.
The 2 batsmen who decided to try and have a go were Stuart Pointer and Alex Lees. They played some attacking shots, and they were the 2 who accumulated some runs. So maybe that was the trick on this pitch to maybe go after the bowlers a bit.
Sometimes it is, yeah. Sometimes sometimes you think, I'm going to play a few shots, chance my arm a bit, and but you can easily nick one to slip, or you could nick one through the gap. You need a bit of luck when you play like that. But they just try to stay positive and positive in defence. And then
I've just started doing
Matt Salisbury there. They get back underway at Chesterley Street at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Started doing the assassination missions for Vito. I'm on to the last one now. I think it's the last one, because the guy gives them the location. So you go and meet him, he's like, yeah, I've been looking forward to killing this guy, but I can never find him. And the dumbass called me up and he's given me his location. So I'm away to go and kill him at the moment. Nick was saying that they all set Joe up, and that's why Vito's killing them all.
It's all about the
Premiership's probably the hardest club competition in
But
the
from
world.
what I've picked up though, Marcus, is
Expect that there's no
like I don't know the end. I don't know the ending or anything.
and it starts off with that to Worcester and then
But it looks like you.
really difficult games after that.
And when you're Champions League rugby is what it is. The best teams in Europe, it's going to be tough.
Beat those missions on the field because of Mafia too.
The Premiership has got 2 at the end of it with Montpellier until they're underway.
Well, like I was saying, from what I picked up off the game, it looks like you're actually setting them all up. I could be wrong, like, because you got your CIA agent, he's got a wiretap on you.
Be absolutely delighted.
Well, sorry, first up. We know the way they normally play. It's difficult to play them first game of the season when they might be doing something different. It could be something new, unexpected. I think Sammy's will do what they've always done in terms of managing the game.
Yeah, it's probably they.
See, it pissed me off, Marcus. On Mafia 2, they did a DLC. I don't know if it was like. Don't take me on. I wasn't called. I don't think it was called. I'll have to Google it.
They've got a star-studded squad, and they play a really simple, effective way of rugby and game of rugby. So, but if that's what it takes, then so be it. But you've got to say hand off to them. They're a really good team and very well drilled and.
Well, see, Marcus, how do you when you go and assassinate them all and all that, right? What do you do? Do you just run in? Well, I was looking at your trophies, and I've got a couple of trophies that you haven't got. Obviously, yeah, you've completed the game, so you've got all like the level trophies and that. Joe and the DLC. I was going to call it Joe's Revenge, but I don't think it was called Joe's Revenge. But you did play as Joe on the DLC, but I didn't get it.
Quick reminder of the rest of the League Cup scores as well. All 4 games tonight.
Because I was looking on. Look at the stealthy-ish. No. And see, the first day and a half or something, Marcus, I got like. Do you like the stealthy, like
couple of your texts and tweets just before we
brutal, like now I don't know, like you hold circle or something, and then you get like the circle to go round, and when it gets in that little bar, you'll like stab them straight in the face or take their gun off them and shoot them with it or whatever. I got them pretty much in a day or two.
We will return for full second half commentary at the City Ground with Matthew Raisbeck and John Anderson in just a moment.
Newcastle and Sunderland commentary exclusively live.
Half-time highlights.
But I've just got the
Only place for North East sport.
I've just got the silenced pistol, so that helps with getting around them sneakily and that,
Goal and puts it in, and Daryl Murphy has headed Forrest into the lead. And all the congratulations go to Sam Byram, who did great work down the right, delivered the ball, and Murphy got across his man.
They are, aren't they? Especially the shotguns. I love me shotgun. I've got obviously now I've got the silenced pistol, and it's a rifle, but it only holds like 6 or 7 bullets, but it is accurate. And I didn't realise that you press triangle, you go into like the slow motion. I didn't realise that.
Very much to Colin White in the studio. Welcome back to the City Ground ahead of the second half here on BBC Newcastle Radio for the North East. It is 1-0 to Nottingham Forest. Rafa Benitez arguing with the 4th official ahead of
and then what I like doing is sneak in either under the ground now, because normally every place you go to, because now when you first start the game, Marcus, and you've got the you're doing the bank, aren't you? And you've got the aqueducts underneath the whole map. Basically all the businesses and like the prostitution rackets and whatever, they're all like underneath them. There's the aqueducts, so you can get up from the underground. Or there's like little, like I went to some place, it was like it was prostitution racket, and like I went down this like ladder, and I ended up getting in the building underneath them all. But I like doing those.
Newcastle
Do you like I used to do on Splinter Cell? Whistle for them and then just to come around the corner, just stab them in the neck, drag them around the corner, right? The next one. Do the whole building, clear the whole building, just by whistling at them.
Compete for this in the air. With Robinson beaten to it, Fox forwards, and now Bridcut over the top. Murphy had gone short, the ball went long, straight onto the chest of Fernandez. Sterry away down the line for Newcastle to Atsu, back to Sterry, forward to Hosselu. First touch let him down. It's been pretty good tonight so far from Hosselu there. He couldn't control Cher rather than Fernandez has won it back on the edge of the area, brought it forward, been pulled down by Bridcut. Free kick to Newcastle.
Yeah, no complaints. Good ball and all.
He's gone for that diagonal.
Whistle. Yeah, whistle at them, then shell with them, aye. See, I did, when I first started playing, I did like the shotgun. Just blast them straight up.
5 minutes. Wouldn't have been acceptable to the manager.
His name is being sung by the away fans. He acknowledges them. And Longstaff going through the middle towards Kennedy. Left-footed long pass. Bounces a couple of times and into the hands of Steele at the edge of the Forest.
Because apparently if you do all the Vito assassination missions...
Kennedy coming in from the flank to try to offer another option through the middle, going beyond Hosselu.
Do all the assassination missions for Vito, you got a silenced sniper rifle. Not that I've used sniper rifle or anything like that. Soundtrack guys, some of them I've never heard of, but the rest of them, like some of the songs I don't know, you've asked me and Cobra to play quite a few times. Hey, hold on. I know that song. Surely I've heard that. Yeah, it's that song, man.
Takes it away with his right, nice play, neat and tidy stuff. Atsu just outside the area, slips it through for Kennedy, left corner of the box, two in black and white in there. Atsu delivers across, Hosselu header, put behind by the keeper. First time that Luke Steele has been required to do anything with his hands.
Offside.
Flag is up, though it wouldn't have counted. It was a decent enough save. Hosselu with a header from Atsu's cross.
Yeah, better, a lot better. Ball into the box. Yet again, he's got ahead of his defender, his marker. Heffenley. Good header, good save by the goalkeeper. But unfortunately offside. Oh dear.
Oh, now the keeper has almost put it out for a corner kick. Newcastle closed him down as they were passing it out from the back, and then Hayfuller sells Hosselu a dummy. And that was why there was a big cheer from Forrest fans. Newcastle have it back though in midfield. It's a little better. Key is then taken out by Bridcut, who is...
Yeah, well, it's good to listen to the older songs though, you know. When I was young, guys, like, if you didn't listen to Eminem and 50 Cent and that, I didn't want to know. You know, I just thought that was, like, that kind of music was what everyone had to listen to until I grew older. And I realised, no, just because someone doesn't like that particular music, you don't need to hate them for it, you know. And at the end of the day, music's music, you know, whether it's a different language or whatever, you know. Take the older music is better than what's coming out these days.
Skill and the nice feet that we saw a couple of times in the first half, keeps hold of it on the left through the legs of Atsu, then gets it back from Carvalho and into Bridcut in central midfield. Newcastle with everybody bar Hosselu now back behind the ball, and Forrest leading Rafa Benitez's team 1-0. Watson looking to lift one over the top, headed down by Clark. It's GEORDIEBOIZ, left-footed shot, Darlow spills it. Murphy, has he been taken out? Murphy trying to put the loose ball in. It's gone behind for a corner after a terrific bit of recovery defending by Newcastle.
Getting Red Dead. Yes, I was going to say more than likely, but yeah, I'll definitely be getting that now.
Into the path of Murphy. Takes it around him, and to be honest, weaker right foot. Gives the defender an opportunity to get back and get a block in.
to corner from the right. Plenty of Forrest movement in the box. Header from Hayfler wide, stooping at the near post, and it's got a cross goal and behind.
So are you doing midnight Marcus out the house?
Daryl Murphy stayed on his feet.
How's everybody doing these days anyways? Cobra was in the stream
You may be listening to us and looking at pictures. We don't have
last weekend. Not the weekend just gone, but the one before that. This is all having it. Well, he didn't mention any names, he just said everyone's having a drink. And I hadn't had a drink for.
I don't know, 2/5 of the screen, so the bottom section.
Shit, mate.
But if Murphy had gone down, then it would have been very interesting.
I can't remember the last time, man.
Jeremy Simpson, the referee, would have done, because he may have had a shout for a penalty. Robinson now under pressure from Atsu, the left back has to turn, gets away from the Newcastle man. Longstaff gets a touch on the ball, and there's a foul there on Fabian Scher, and it's a Newcastle free kick. We're told from our studio at BBC Newcastle that it didn't look like there was a penalty call in there.
I ain't seen him in a few weeks. Yeah, I messaged Cobra on the weekend. Snacks. I don't know if you've heard. Remember I was talking about it, the TV show Vikings. I was just telling him that I watched the new trailer for the new season for.
Onto the advertising board behind the goal for a goal kick because it came off a man in black and white, but that is Longstaff's sort of range. That's where he likes to get the ball and get his shot off, and he scored a few goals for Blackpool last season from that area of the field.
Yeah, he had every right to hit it, and he's hit it well enough. It's just, unfortunately, he hit a black and white short on the back and looped up over the top of the crossbar.
Still a 33-year-old keeper. With another flat kick onto the head of Yoshimuto. Hoslu look for Atsu. Forrest get Danny Fox in position to cut it out, and now it's Lolly. With the fancy footwork again.
No, you'll have to give it a watch again, Marcus. Because it's just starting. Well, I say it's just in November. November it'll be starting. Season 5, Part 2.
No, everything's flat. Doesn't kick through the ball.
Joe Lolly, who signed in January from Huddersfield, is up and limping, but will want to carry on. Not sure. He's been bright for them tonight. And Danny Fox from halfway sends it into the United area. Brought down by Sterry and Longstaff forwards. Nice looking ball.
I say mid-season. You'd think of mid-season. This one broke up.
There you go. And chips it towards halfway where it's flicked on.
February, March, late February, early March, and it's not back on until November.
And now Fox with mid-length hair flowing as he sends the ball forwards. Forrest number 4, back to the keeper from Clark. Muto wins a useful header in the centre circle, and the referee has given a free kick to Newcastle for a foul.
Well, it's like Peaky Blinders, isn't it? I haven't caught up on that yet. I'm still just onto the second season. But I don't know, when did that finish? January, February? January, February, and then next year? I know. It might have finished. I don't know, like I said, I couldn't tell you. But I'm pretty certain it was about a year or two that they got to wait for Peaky Blinders.
Putting the pressure on. Longstaff steps about in midfield. Makes Watson play it, he does. And Clark gets there to give it to Darlow. Beaten in the second minute by his old teammate Daryl Murphy with a header, and it's 1-0 to the home team. Hosselu rises, and the ball comes to Atsu on the right wing for Newcastle. On the attack, Atsu gets...
Hi, Newcastle. We kind of get beat by Nottingham Forrest. How are
And it's Robinson with the block, and Forrest clear it. You listen to
Can't have it.
Newcastle radio for the North
I'm
East.
kind of, it was Oxford that beat us the last time on the penalties.
The clearance. Just as well. Rafa Benitez again complaining to the fourth official. Nottingham Forest are going to make a change in a moment. I think that's Ben Osborne that's about to...
Exactly, that's... I'd say that's what I did with Game of Thrones, but I still haven't watched the
Right further forwards. He gets
last
very
6
free.
episodes or
Can
something.
put this ball in, yes, just on the touchline. Cross hits off Robinson, goes for throw.
Yeah, he's having a go at shit.
But that's what I did with the Vikings as well, Marcus.
Just come on to it in the end. Had to have a touch.
What it was on
Another Forest player down.
I think it's Lolly again, isn't it?
3rd season.
Ben Osborne, number 11.
Oh, Brian.
Forest Academy.
Hopefully not, like.
Linked to Newcastle in the past when they were in the Championship.
Got knocked out yesterday.
In the relegation.
That's not good.
As well a couple of years ago. Small player.
You fat bastard, can you hear them? You fat bastard, get out of our club!
Someone who they can bring on to
And they're not talking about Rafa Benitez either.
a bit of pace and a bit of trickery. It might be a like-for-like replacement for Lolly, actually, who I think is going to have to come off here. And indeed it is Joe Lolly.
And he's been bright and he's got good feet.
Who goes off?
Feet.
And Ben Osborne comes on. Jamie Sterry, whose cross was blocked for this throw, will take the throw in, and he lobs it into the area towards Hosselu at the near post, heads it across the box. Kennedy goes for it. Key Sung Young, the left-footed shot, bounces wide from the edge of the area.
Come on, just fucking score a goal.
Look for him, he had to hit it early. He was being confronted by a lot of red shorts. Just snatched at it. Hit it into the ground, always going wide. But they don't look comfortable when it's played in there, especially in the air. Forest back four. Might well get a bit of joy.
Rondon and Diame, along with Dummett, are doing some stretches by the side of the pitch away to our left, but no sign of any Newcastle United changes yet. We are approaching the hour mark on BBC Newcastle Radio for the North East. This is
Playing your first team now. We've had seven changes for the team.
But their team is losing 1-0.
It's Nate Shelby, mate. It's why we're losing. It's Nate Shelby because he's injured.
Which Darikwa, the substitute right back, takes Watson forward.
Don't know if you're still there, Brian, but did we sell Mitrovic? Or we just put him out on loan?
Releases the ball. Atsu outnumbered there. The ball comes off the back of his head.
But Marcus, we've got Solomon Rondon this season, right? But I thought we bought him. We've only got him on loan. So we've got Rondon, and we've loaned them Dwight Gill. We sold him, fuck's sake.
Robinson with a throw, 25 yards from goal. Looks for Murphy in the area, finds him, he controls.
Captain's beating up all his teammates. Nah, that's Shelby, mate. See, Shelby, he does that, doesn't he? He wears a disguise. So he's wearing a disguise of Jamal Lascelles, I have to think what he was called, Big Jamal. So he's wearing his disguise and he's Shelby in the team. But then he Shelby'd himself. 25 mil for Mito.
August this season, what a really long spell without a goal, 9 months.
But when we played against, I was going to say when we played against Brian, Chelsea. When I played against Chelsea, Brian, someone messaged in saying, how comes Mitrovic is doing better for them? He scored more goals for them this season than he did all last season.
Kennedy, Longstaff Longstaff to Fernandez. Puts his foot on the ball, finds Kennedy, who is filling in at left back with Clark having pushed on from that move a moment ago. Kennedy, one-touch stuff, exchanges a couple of passes with Longstaff, gets it back again, Kennedy. A couple of block tackles cleared by Dariqua. Share on his chest.
It's like some of the players, I was thinking, who's he? Who's Muto? Who's Fabio Fernandez or some shit? It's like, who's he? Because during like the transfer window, I didn't bother. Because all speculations and stuff, it's just beginning of the season, whoever's playing for the team, that's it. That's they're playing for the team, you know.
Through to Murphy, edge of the area, controls and turns. Left-footed from Murphy, rolls in Osborne. His cross to Carvalho, chips it over Darlow, who palms it down from underneath his crossbar. That was very nearly.
So they were gone. If we didn't pull our heads out with horses, we're getting kicked out the cup.
Well, they got in very easily there, and it was João Carvalho with a cheeky chip.
I don't think he might. I think he's just trying to hang one up and just stretching. Darlow's got lucky. He's just palmed it down.
Lucky that there was no one there coming in.
Yep.
Newcastle United losing to their championship opponents here in the League Cup. On BBC Newcastle Radio for the North East, and Forrest take the corner.
Well, Ronaldo, maybe he didn't want to play for. No, it's not that. Mitrovic didn't. It's not that Mitrovic didn't want to play for us. It's. I'm not going to blame Benitez. But Benitez didn't see him in his plan.
Back out square to the left to Watson. Carvalho.
I think he's brilliant.
Gives it and goes.
But I hope he does well. You know, it's like it's not just a case of he's left Newcastle. Fuck him. It's not a case of that. No. If you play for Newcastle, you do well for Newcastle. Fair play, you know. Wish you well. Like you move on to another club. Might be for more money, because that's what it is these days. It's all about money, you know. But if they do well, fair play to them, you know. But if it's a player like Sissoko, he doesn't want. He clearly states that he doesn't want to play for the club. We sell him. Then he wants to come back to the club. It's like, well, no, he didn't want to play for us. It is a shame to see him leave, like. But hopefully, well, I say hopefully when we get taken over, that ain't gonna happen. He ain't selling. You got the club on the market, but he ain't gonna sell it. So hopefully we get all these players back and that. But he certainly isn't, Marcus.
As Newcastle look to get back into this game. Kennedy turns, tries to drag the ball back, and is tripped near halfway.
Again.
Key. That's a nice pass, and it lands on the left foot of Atsu. This is where he likes it. Just outside the area. It was a crossing position. He went short to Longstaff, gives it to Sterry. Now Atsu losing it on the corner of the area, but wins.
Did they get that fire put out in Dublin, Marcus? I saw it on the TV yesterday at the. It's not Primark. It's not. Is it Primark? It's not Primark. Phoenix. Primark. Somewhere. So it's like a big place in Dublin town centre. Big fire.
One thing Rafa Benitez wanted, particularly towards the end of the transfer window, there was a lot that he wanted and a lot that he didn't get, was a left back. They only have Paul Dummett as a fit, recognised left back. They played a winger.
See, we've got Clarky, man. Cuban Clark.
Season because they were short. Manquillo can play there, but he is a full back, but he's injured. They've got Dummett on the bench. They want to protect him, and Clark's having to play there tonight. Muto.
I loved it when we had Shea Given.
As he was trying to attack it now, Forrest had worked it to the right-hand side. Gil Diaz with a heavy touch, and then a foul on Federico Fernandez in the box. Newcastle free kick.
Heavy touch.
Understatement.
Yeah.
That's Sterry on his chest. On halfway, Atsu to Longstaff, who may have been caught late but has released it to Key, and it's Kennedy wide left. Everton 2, Rotherham 0. Now Kennedy back through for Key. Hayfella steps in, slides in, concedes a throw.
Fair enough. Game's getting stretched, which probably suits us a bit more.
I think there's been another goal elsewhere. Millwall 1, Plymouth 1 in another of tonight's League Cup ties. No extra
Did you not?
in this competition except for the final, so if we are level we'll go to penalties. Longstaff trying to
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I didn't know that this time round. It's not it's going to matter. But there ain't no extra time, it just goes straight to penalties.
And Rafa Benitez in his black suit runs back to the bench to get Paco.
Paco! I haven't seen Paco for a while.
The players that's warming up. Yedlin, Murphy or Perez. It's Perez. Or Muto maybe. Foul on the far side.
Who's Muto? The fuck is Muto? I'm gonna have to Google him soon. Never fucking heard of him.
It's a free kick.
Fire? There's a big massive fucking fire match in Dublin.
Federico Fernandez go forward. Is it Fabian Shem?
The whole town centre was cut off.
Right footed from the left, near the sideline. Header from Fox for Forrest, who then misses a clearance as the ball bounces down. He had Hayfella behind him. Fortunately for the home team covering, he scoops it away, but it's picked up here by Newcastle. And Key running towards the edge of the area. Goes for it with a shot which is blocked. And now Ben Osborne.
What's up, right, Marcus? Exchange gear on 11 players. Hello.
BBC Newcastle radio for the North East.
Not bad.
Newcastle about to make a change. And 1-0 down. Kennedy. And having maybe a little...
Leeds are unbeaten or something, can it, Marcus, you were saying? Except for like the yesterday.
Kennedy wide left. Longstaff looking for Muto. It's going to be too strong. It goes behind. And here comes the change. Jose Perez. Final few words. The forward from Rafa. And 17. Comes on for 18. Federico Fernandez. Clark into centre half. Kennedy to left back. Muto.
Beating the league. Hopefully it stays like that, you know. Because really, at the end of the day, right? Yes, the cup's a cup. The league, you want to win the league. Fuck the cup, really, you know. The cup's something extra. You do well in the league, you do okay in the cup. So it's like, okay, we focus on the league, which is the main thing. But the cup, like I said, something extra, you know. Like, you win this cup, it's, you know, you're not gonna go up another league or now. So you need to, like I said, I'm not dissing the team and all that, but you obviously need to win the league to come up, rather than, it's a bit like all the other teams, you know. It's like, okay, we're doing shit in the league, we'll do well in the cup, or so you think anyways. Muto came from Mainz for 9.5 mil. No, it's so, 9 changes for yesterday game. No, we made 7. Don't know. Yeah, 7. Apparently 4. 4 or 7.
To Muto, plays it around Bridcut and goes down. Nothing given, cleared by Forrest Darlow to share at the edge of the area. Key has dropped in to receive the ball.
And who's Key? Key? Fucking Key. I got me keys over there.
Away fans trying their best to have the team. Good vocal backing.
Hi Newcastle, come on man.
Haven't had much to cheer
He's dying.
That's not a bad bit of play there by Hoslu to find Muto with it.
Look at Hoslu, fucking Hoslu. Why have we still got Hoslu?
Makes progress to the edge of
You know,
the area,
what
then
kind of fucking madness is that?
and Ben Watson 5 yards up from the
Everyone used to call Mitrovic Mr. Slow. No. Fucking Hoslu, he's Mr. Slow, Mitrovic's brother.
early days for him. Steele.
See, I can't pronounce his name, but someone come into the stream the other week and said something, Beesla, but however you pronounce it. And I googled it, and it's like a place in France or Italy or something. So I thought that's what they was talking about. So I was like, yeah, it's a little place in Italy or France or whatever. And then they were like, fucking arsehole. It's like, well, hold on, I'm an arsehole. It fucking clearly says.
You're getting a bit of joy out of it. Go long, play off the second ball, get runners in behind, so you can get a bit of joy that way.
Because then you have the Forest defenders facing their own goal and chasing back, don't you? After causing panic and problems.
Exactly, fuck the Carabao, fucking just the League Cup. Even the manager, even the commentator said last week. It's
Murphy, and Yedlin, the other
it's the League Cup.
for Rafa Benitez. In the final 20 minutes, though, Newcastle are losing 1-0. And sent up again towards Hoslu, and second ball, won the ball. Longstaff away from Watson. Right-footed pass along the ground to Sterry. Down the line here is Hoslu.
Caught a cup when you were a kid,
which was bending towards Atsu, and they've had to stick it out of play for a throw.
What's it gonna be next?
15 yards from goal.
I don't know, 2-3 years. The Monster League or somewhere.
Now Hoslu trying to flick it on.
Here we go again. Second ball.
Sterry to Longstaff. His cross hits Atsu. And the home team try and play it away. It's Diaz to Watson. Backing to Diaz, who's turned and beaten.
Keys from South Korea.
And is slicing through the centre of the United team. Will he go in alone and play someone in? Goes for glory and puts it wide.
I had no idea what he was doing with it. Murphy was making a great little run and he wasn't going to play him in. If you're going to shoot, you've got to hit the target.
From the edge of the area, that shot. And wide it went. Robinson there with a long ball sent back up from the Newcastle goal kick. Murphy couldn't control Share. It's bouncing towards Darlow. Comfortably controls it and then gets rid with his left. Watson heads on straight to Kennedy. Pressure from Perez made Watson head it when he was off balance. Hoslu then flicks on. Hayfler looping header back into the hands of the keeper Steele.
But we keep winning those balls in the air, so you're getting a bit of joy of it. Keep doing it.
Like you said last
Around it, play off the second ball.
last season, Marcus. He was doing well.
Jacob Murphy is ready to come on. We are heading towards the final 15.
He did well until he's got the injuries.
Newcastle radio for the North East, the station with every Newcastle United and Sunderland match live. And Hoslu takes it and turns and is caught late by Hayfler. Newcastle free.
Bunker Borough. I'm not too sure, like.
30 yards out. Hoslu and Hayfler get involved with one another and put their heads towards each other. Hoslu goes.
Oh, he's from. Alright. Sorry, Brian.
Some more confrontational stuff. It wasn't particularly nasty. But Jeremy Simpson, the referee, has called the Newcastle striker across to him. And hopefully this will just be a yellow card. Hayfler might well get something as well here. They are now being spoken to by the referee. It was a foul by the Forest man, John Anderson, initially. Yeah. And Hoslu wasn't happy.
It's just a foul. It didn't look anything over sinister. Hoslu's got up, pushed them.
Yellow carded. Both players.
Right decision.
Jacob Murphy stands by the side of the pitch. He's going to come on for Yoshi Muto now, who hasn't seen that his number's up. Now he has been told, reported by the home fans, and Murphy, who started at the weekend, comes on. A bit more pace there. Rafa Benitez shakes Muto's hand, gives him a pat on the back, and he will get the final 14 minutes. Rondon remains on the bench, where he's actually warming up again. Now, Longstaff, who
I thought it was.
take free kicks,
I thought it was longer than that, or was it the season before?
Who's over this, Ando? It's about 30 yards. Strikes a good ball. They've pushed it forwards. The keeper is in the middle of his goal. The defensive line is on the edge of the box. Cher does strike it, and it's a few yards over the bar. Firm connection, but didn't go down. It just needed to put his foot through it. He's trying to get it up and down. Got it up, didn't get it down. And Steele, whose only save was from Hossalu's header when he was offside. There's a goal kick to take from the left side of his 6-yard box. He does. Murphy rises with Atsu. Ball beats both of them. Cher heads it down. Murphy then wins it from Longstaff in midfield, and now up to the edge of the area. Slip wide right. GEORDIEBOIZ. Oh, so nearly 2-0 to Forrest. It's gone wide of Darlow's right-hand post.
Well, he's had 2 good chances, the kid, and he's missed both of them. Murphy's done great. He's just picked it up, broken them. They've had to come to him, he's just rolled it into his path. He's got it back on his left foot.
Well, I think I remember Marcus mentioning something about the defeat of Millwall, but
Likes to cut in onto his left from the right, and
like I said, I couldn't really.
could and perhaps should have ended Newcastle's hopes of staying in the League Cup. They're losing 1-0. 12 minutes to go. Nottingham Forest throw in as they prepare to make their third and final change of the evening. If you'd like to have a message read out after the game, or put some comments to John Anderson, our match summariser, tweet at BBC Newcastle, text BBC, and then a message to 81333. Perez receives the ball from a Hossalu knockdown past halfway, but he's been tackled by Liam Bridcut. Osborne to Carvalho, Bridcut to Fox now, and sends it away down the left. Sterry, well positioned, he watched that well, adjusted his body.
Oh, it was penalties, was it? Hi mate, who was goal for Newcastle? I don't know who scored the goal for Nottingham Forest, but it's 1-0 to Nottingham Forest.
He's done well also to keep Newcastle in possession just. And now Kennedy wide left, cross into the box. Too strong for the players in the middle. He chases it, keeps it in, only for Ben Osborne. And now Robinson gets the better of Sterry. And I think Newcastle have called for Salomon Rondon. There's going to be a yellow card here. Longstaff, for Sean Longstaff, for a late challenge just by the side of the pitch by the Newcastle technical area. And on his debut, he gets a yellow card. Salomon Rondon will be coming on in a moment.
You would think it'll be for Joselu, who hasn't been great tonight. He hasn't been on his own.
Oh, good, yeah, sorry, no, I've read it wrong. SAFC, guys. Sorry, that was my fault, not your fault. That was my fault.
Before the free kick, no, they're not.
Who is in goal, not who is goal. Sorry.
From halfway, looking for GEORDIEBOIZ, Kennedy. Well, nice bit of control, and then an overhead clearance into central midfield. Perez to Longstaff, and he's got it to Jacob Murphy wide left. He takes it down on his chest, but is then tackled by Deriqua, the Forest right back. He then wins another challenge. And that's nice football on the far side, and now João Carvalho played through, but 2 in black and white with him. A sliding challenge from Fabian Cher. slid in, won the ball, carried it over halfway. Now Newcastle have a throw in. The referee has then blown his whistle because Forrest have a man down on the far side, and there is a player from either team ready to come on this near side. The assistant gave a throw which Newcastle took, then the referee blew his whistle.
Don't know what he's given the referee.
The Forest change is João Carvalho off, and Matty Cash.
Mr. Derby's same here, mate.
Late equaliser.
Hopefully you didn't get put down any further.
93rd minute against Bury.
Because I wanted you and Borough to come back up last season. But
We'll play in that attacking midfield position.
obviously
And it is
things happened and
Rondon on for Newcastle.
Hoslow get off the pitch, man.
Put Rondon on and just launch balls in there.
Nottingham Forest 1, Newcastle United 0 on BBC Newcastle Radio for the North East, and inside the final 10 minutes. If we are level, Newcastle.
But how you doing anyways, SAFC guys? It's been a while.
Penalty shootout, no
Doing good?
extra time, straight to penalties. Longstaff under pressure.
Stephen Metcalf.
Ball slipped round the
Changed to red and white.
down the line to Atsu.
Nah, I'm Irish.
Past Robinson.
I'd rather not.
Tripped him, and it's going to be a yellow card for the Forest left back and a Newcastle free kick wide right, middle of the home team's half.
It's done better second half, Longstaff. Got more involved in the game.
Fucking Marcus.
He's going to take the free kick, and Clark on the edge of the area.
With Jack Ross. He has, like I said,
Perez.
I don't follow the team, but from what I've heard,
Forest defenders.
I mean, they've what? Is it 3 or 4 games they've played and unbeaten so far? So he's got to be doing something, right?
Bounces once and goes behind.
Oh, I didn't think that was the worst in the world.
Just no one there to get a touch again.
But yet again, what are we, 80, 81 minutes, whatever it is. The keeper still hasn't made a save.
83 minutes. And Newcastle heading out of the competition at this stage to the same opposition as last season. Got to the quarter-final 2 years ago, you'll remember, I'm sure, the penalty shootout defeat by Hull.
Oxford? No, somewhere we got beat by fucking Oxford. Could have been Hull.
Murphy flicks on from a ball forwards down the left, but it goes out of play. They've never won this competition, Newcastle.
I think we could struggle if we get promotion. Well, that's the thing, mate. You ever go up, or you gonna go down? Unfortunately, you know, I do. Sunderland's Newcastle's rival club, right? Like I said, just because, like you, I don't know you, I don't hate you or not. Like it's not like I hate your team. It's just we both don't get along, you know. So most people think like, just because you're from Sunderland, I'm from Newcastle, we hate each other. No, it's not like that, you know. So if you go down, you know, we went down. We got relegated. It looks good. It looks good for you, but at the same time, it's bad for you because there's only the Middlesbrough that you can play as a rival club. You know, it's not like Newcastle is going to play against Arsenal or Chelsea, and it's a rival match. It's not, you know. So if you go down, it's going to look good for us in a way, but then bad for us at the same time. So hopefully you either stay where you are or come back up, because to be fair, you didn't want to go and do it.
And Steele has another free kick to take as Aitor Karanka has a word with GEORDIEBOIZ. Either side of the pitch. He could have settled it twice with 2 efforts at the other end.
Well, that's the thing, mate. Some people only go to the football to have fights, you know. That's the 5%. Not even the 5%, the 2%. 2%. The rest, the 98% of the fans, they're there to have a good time, enjoy the atmosphere, cheer on the team. You know. The other 2%, they're there just to cause problems. Not just from Newcastle, from every other team in the league. Scottish, Irish, Italian, French, you name it. It's there. It might not be a big thing these days.
At the bottom right side of the Brian Clough stand on the far side of the field. Longstaff to Murphy outside the area. Tried to thread one through. May have been better off leaving it for Longstaff, who was coming onto it, Ando, and it would have been a good position to shoot. As it's happened.
Yeah, how many points did Leeds get deducted, Marcus? Was it like 30 or something? It was like Portsmouth? The fuck is Portsmouth? Fucking Portsmouth? Never heard of Portsmouth. Snapped on my hair again, jeez. It's like Portsmouth when they went down, they got deducted like 30 or 50 points or something stupid.
The competition, the tactics, whatever it is, Newcastle related. You can also tweet at BBC Newcastle, put your points and questions to Ando and Colin in the studio. Remember, Total Sport, 5:30 tomorrow. You can phone each and every weeknight BBC Newcastle to talk about Newcastle and Sunderland. They have a throw United. Sterry in his own half of the field. 4 minutes left. And Share across to Clark. Kennedy on halfway.
Well, it's a bit like Newcastle, apparently. I could be wrong, but apparently if Newcastle get found out for like tax evasion and stuff like that, we could win with... I know, fuck no, this is just going to be a guess, like 100 and... Well, I know we've already lost the points and all that, but if we'd finished at like 156 points, they're going to deduct us. Like, pretty much all those points, so we'd finish like last.
Questions towards the end of this game.
Kiva just bounces the ball a couple of times, slows everything down, and kicks it off the outside of his right boot towards the right wing, where it goes over the heads of Kennedy and Cash. And
yeah, I bet you. Yeah, but it's like Newcastle. There's fans been going to the match for 40, 50, 60 years, right? The owner took over, that's it. They literally fucking just tore it up. Torn up the throat, torn up the ticket and threw it straight in the fucking bin. Because he's basically using the club as a business. Yes, football is a business. Get done for the tax. See, because he's just sly fucker. Sneaky sly motherfucker, that's what he is. He's been around the corner more times than the fucking milkman. That's basically how many times he's been around. He's been around a lot of times. So he knows the tricks and whatever. So he knows this money that he's paid under the table, whatever. He's covered.
thought he was fouled. Play goes on. Osborne has it. Step over, trying to take on Sterry. Gets between Sterry and another Newcastle man. Murphy in the box, trying to flick it towards goal. Longstaff pokes it away, and then it's played by Share to Kennedy, and Murphy has it on the left. Clark now on the edge.
Oh, because you flew. Well, not you yourself, but you flew the plane over St James's, saying like you got relegated out the Premier League and whatever, and then obviously we all got together and paid for the plane to fly across your stadium. 6 minutes, will you? Hold on, I'm going to quickly run to the bathroom. Give me a second.
6 minutes. Rondon at the edge of the area, heads it down for Longstaff. Loses out to Hayfler, who pokes it away to Kennedy. Chips it in there. Bridcut nods it away. Flicked on by Cash as far as Clark. Forrest camped on the edge of their own penalty area now. Murphy's going to curl across in there towards Rondon and Atsu. Headed away, it won't come for Longstaff. And now Forrest win it from Key near the halfway line. Home fans really pleased with the spirit their team is showing. And Osborne does well to play in Robinson down the left, and they're on the attack here. He's got Sterry in front of him. Gil Diaz in the area. Robinson runs it out of play. Newcastle throws. Sterry takes it quickly to Longstaff, just to the right of the area. And it's gone long up to Rondon. Controls it with the outside of his right foot. It gets away from Fox. Oh, good ball by Rondon towards Murphy in the centre. Murphy through to Perez, slipping in. Rondon. Flag stays down. Salomon Rondon! His first goal to Newcastle is an injury time equaliser here in the League Cup to maybe take this tie to penalties. He started it by controlling the ball, feeding Murphy up to Perez, slipped through for Rondon and across the keeper, in off the post, and he opens Newcastle.
Fucking Rondon.
92 minutes gone. Nottingham Forest 1, Newcastle United 1.
Well, that's a great finish. Hits it straight across the keeper, got no chance. All comes about because the young fullback wants to run it into the corner instead of playing it. They lose it. He's held it up. Good little ball. Perez played back into him. Good finish. Do they deserve it?
And we could well be going to penalties here on BBC Newcastle Radio for the North East, although there's time still for either side to win it. We've got 4 minutes left, maybe a little bit more if he adds time on for the South. Forrest had it in the centre circle through Watson. Rondon's first goal for Newcastle, one apiece. Grid cut forward, straight to Kennedy. Will that give Newcastle's players a lift?
Exactly, mate.
Ball out to the right.
Doesn't matter what team you play for, you know. And especially for that little lad, doesn't matter about the fucking teams, you know. Sunderland, Newcastle, doesn't matter. It simply doesn't matter. It's like, if I'd been anyone else, anywhere else, Man U, Man City, they don't like each other, right? But it was someone like that. Fuck off!
Gone. Incredibly, Nottingham Forest 2, Newcastle United 1. Unbelievable.
Awful defending again. You've got to get closer, you've got to stop the cross, you've got to get into people's faces. Dear oh dear.
It was Matty Cash who scored in the 93rd minute in round 1 against Bury. He scored in the 94th minute in round 2 against Newcastle United, and the elation felt from Rondon's well-taken equaliser has quickly evaporated, and those away fans who were cheering are shell-shocked. Newcastle have about 2 minutes to get level again and force penalties. BBC Newcastle Radio for the North East. Kennedy, wide left. Kieran Clark's gone to play as a centre forward. Here's Ki Sung Young, diving header clear, and then Hayfar on the turn, sticks it out of play. Oh, Kennedy keeps it in actually on the left. Longstaff, furthest man back. High ball into the box. Clark is up there. Atsu beyond him. Headed down by Forrest, who've got a 4-on-3 if they break. And it's wide left to Diaz. Cher is with him. And it's a Newcastle throw. Well defended. 2-1 to the home team. Cher pulling and pushing at Diaz, telling him to get on with it. Takes the throw to Longstaff. He played the long ball forwards for the equaliser and now looks for Rondon again. Fox has come off his back and come down to Watson. Newcastle have committed men forwards, 2-1 down with about 30 seconds of the added 6 minutes to play. Kennedy slides in. That's a good challenge by Kennedy. And he's bringing it away. He looks long for Rondon. Perez goes beyond. Headed on. Can Perez get around Hayford? Keeper comes and takes Perez down. Referee says no penalty. The
Fuck off, ref.
are on their feet. Rafa Benitez can't believe there's no decision for them. Mikel Antia goes to the fourth official. Forrest play on. And Daryl Murphy wins it in the...
Wish this guy would stop sending me voice messages over and over and over again.
Rondon equalised. Kennedy's won it back inside the area. We are into minute 7 of added on time. Kennedy's lost it. Gil Diaz to make it 3. And that is that. Newcastle United going out of the League Cup to Championship opposition to Nottingham Forest in round 2 for the second year running, and they are going out in what may well be seen as farcical circumstances at the end. 2 Forest goals in added on time after Newcastle equalised on 92 minutes. Kennedy lost it, Gil Diaz pinched it, chipped Carl Darlow. Nottingham Forest 3, Newcastle United 1.
Well, we're looking at a penalty one end, but you can't legislate for what Kennedy does at the other. Loses at the edge of his own penalty area. Slow by slow.
Well, if people were looking for an upset, Championship beating Premier League, they've got one. Newcastle have kicked off. But it really hasn't been a great performance or a great night. They've sent it long. United. Hayford heads it square. Jeremy Simpson blows the final whistle. Nottingham Forest knock Newcastle United out again. Rafa Benitez shakes Aitor Karanka's hand by the side of the pitch. Players go to the referee. Kieran Clark, the skipper tonight, leads a Newcastle United delegation. And there's 5 players around the referee asking why, I presume, there was no penalty given at the end when Perez was bundled over. I repeat what I said during the game. Ando and I don't have access to a replay screen, so if you're watching pictures and listening to BBC Newcastle, you may know better than us whether that was a foul. But they went down the other end and added a 3rd goal. And when Rondon scored, you thought, right, we're going to penalties. 2 minutes later, they make it 2-1. And then another 2 minutes after that, they make it 3-1. This season, John Anderson, a goal that was 7mm over the line. They hit the woodwork twice against Spurs and miss a one-on-one. They have a player sent off at Cardiff, and Kennedy has a 96-minute penalty saved. They then concede a penalty that shouldn't have been against Chelsea.
That was bullshit.
After getting level. And here they equalise on 92 minutes and then lose by 3 goals to 1. I mean, if anything, it sums up Newcastle United and drama and ups and downs and farce, then these 4 games this season do exactly that.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's been a real strange start. You get yourself back into it at 1-1. You think it's going to penalties, and you end up losing the game by 3 goals to 1. But I'd like to see it again. I don't know whether it was a penalty or not.
Not ever. Ref's a joke.
Obviously, that Colin let us know whether he thought it was a penalty or not, but we haven't seen it again. Look, we weren't good enough on the night. It's as simple as that. We were poor again. We were sloppy. There was no intensity. Goalkeepers never had a save to make. You know, it's been another lacklustre performance.
Like you were saying, Epic, now they should have had the that whatever it's called, the stupid not a fucking replay thing.
And into the dressing rooms, we'll get some reaction. Follow up BBC BBC Newcastle on Twitter and send us messages there and by text 81333. Start your message with BBC. We'll put some of them to John Anderson in just a moment. That, I think you've summed it up there about this game, Ando. Rondon's goal was well taken, and that is
Jumped in when we equalised and they fumbled it.
some good things. Sterry played and did a couple of good things. There were changes, some players got minutes, but overall, as you put it, they weren't good enough on the whole. So whether they should have had a penalty to make it, have a chance to make it 2-2 or not, is probably largely irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. Now they've lost because they didn't play well. Nottingham Forest were the better team, and it is 4 matches without a win this season.
Yeah, 4 matches without a win, and you're going to look forward to Manchester City on.
Shut you up, they like epic. Just chilling it.
It doesn't get any easier, but you've got to get on with it. That's all you can do. You just got to pick yourself up, brush yourself down, and get on with it.
At BBC Newcastle on Twitter, 81333. Start your text.
It was a mad finish, like it's always the same with football. You never know what's going to happen.
For the exact costs, Total Sport, 5:30 tomorrow. You can phone in to talk to Steve Howie, Simon Proud and Marco Gabbiadini on Total Sport on BBC Newcastle Radio for the North East. Newcastle United have been eliminated from the League Cup, losing here at the City Ground to Nottingham Forest by 3 goals to 1.
Oh well, we've got, I don't know who we've got. We've got someone on the weekend and But anyways, I'm gonna end the stream there. I'll catch everyone later.